Hi everyone, welcome back to Mixed Media Morsels, Layers of Fun. Today I'm going to pull prompts for October. Gosh, the year's almost gone. And see what we're going to be playing with this month. Okay, so we're going to first choose a way to add background color, and it is spray. Ooh. Okay, we're going to spray something. All right, the next thing is glue something. So let's see what we have here. I'm going to pick two for this category. And they are, first, security envelope. Love those. I use security envelopes all the time. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's your little junk mail envelopes, and they have a pattern on the inside. Here we go. Like this. You know, there's some kind of cool looking pattern on the inside of the junk mail. So that's what that is. All right, then the other item we're going to glue is waxed paper. That's interesting. That could be a lot of fun. Got me thinking now. Okay, and then the last thing we're going to do is choose prompts for mark making. So we will make marks with a bottle top. Okay, that's easily doable. And corrugated cardboard. Awesome. You know how corrugated cardboard has those little ridges in it? Stamp that in paint, press it in paint and stamp it on your background. Oh, it's fun. All right, guys, so there's our prompts for October. And I'm going to go gather up some things and figure out what I want to do on my page. And we'll get started. So here's my paper. I really think it turned out nice. I didn't want it to be too busy because, we're going to be putting some other little marks and things on the background as well. For now, I'm going to scoot these up here out of the way. I don't know if I've mentioned this recently, but I have been adding little tabs to my pages as we go along. And I'm just putting it on one on the right hand side, and then that one also doubles as a, oops, I'm gonna scoot over. And then that one also doubles as a little tab on the left. I did pre-gesso my pages. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be spraying directly on these pages or not. And I just decided that, spraying is so messy. And I wanted to just do it on a separate paper and then add it to this, because I do like how adding papers to these pages helps to thicken them up. So I'm going to be using this paper. Let's see. I think if I fold this in half, okay, yeah, that fits this just right. So then all I have to do is, it's probably folded in half again. Well, not quite. So I'm going to do it just a little bit bigger than I need. That way I can trim it off to fit on the edges. Okay. Then we'll cut it apart here. So I have a handful of security envelopes here. So I've got 2 or 3 different patterns. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I've got 5 different patterns. I thought that would be kind of cool to be able to use some different patterns in the background. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet exactly, but they are fun little patterns and I like them. This one's especially cool. It's kind of like a little basket weave. I want to put some of that on my background, and then I'm going to start making my little bottle top marks and the corrugated cardboard marks so I can get all of that in the background. My idea for this page was just to do something fall related, and that's why I chose these colors to put on the background. I think I'm going to be using part of my printable for this month, my Ko-fi printable. Show you guys what it looks like. It's all these different little leaves, and they're cut from vintage fabrics. So I thought that was a real fun little printable, and if you're interested in receiving that, head over to my Ko-fi page. There'll be a link in the description of the video and probably on a card at the end. And you can just click over there and be able to get one of those with a membership. Okay, I have a square punch, and I'm just going to punch out. I'm going to just start with these 5 patterns and see if I want to use all of them or if I need more of them or what. So we'll just punch and figure out as we go. Okay. See, that's going to have plastic on it, so I'm going to scoot over here, I guess. Okay, so I have a feeling I will want more than 5, but we'll start with that and see how we like it. I think I want to cover this area where the paper didn't quite cover the page. Oh, that worked perfectly. Look at that. Okay. And it might be enough to just have a few scattered here and there. Just have these 5 might be plenty. Let's see, let's put one here, and I don't have a lot of the green, so I'm trying to not cover up too much of that so that we can see it still. I mean, some of it will be covered, but maybe not all of it. That could go there, and yeah, that kind of spreads them out a little bit. I think that's enough for a start. I can always add more if I need to. So I have some corrugated cardboard. This is one with some small ribs in it. And then I've got another one that's got like a cool pattern on the edge where I cut it. I was thinking I would try and make this pattern. I don't know if it's going to work or not. It looks cool though, and I thought it would be fun to try it. So I've got a little piece of an envelope here. I'm going to just dip it in some ink and just see if it will make the pattern. I don't know. I don't think I've ever done this particular thing before. Okay, so it does make a pattern. Something interesting to look at, right? Let's do a few on the page. See what we think. Oh, that might be a fun little border, actually. It doesn't have to be a solid border. It can just be going all the way around. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, that's really cool. You see the little pattern it made? I love that. I'm going to use a different color ink this time. I'm going to use some orange and just make some, oh yeah, that's so fun. Oh, I love it. Let's see, we need to go like this, I think. There we go. That is really fun. Okay, let me just use up the little bit of ink for some secondary stamping. Okay, very good. Love that. That is really fun background. And I might actually come back in with some of the brown so that there's some contrast in there. I like that even better. Okay, so now I'm going to put a couple of circles on with my little bottle cap. I know typically you use the open end of the bottle cap, but this particular one has some little pointy bits coming out. It's the kind on those cardboard cartons that tears the foil inside. And so I realized that you could use the top part of it because it has a raised circle around the outside. So that works out really good. So I'm gonna ink this up and then just put a few circles here and there. Ooh, pretty. That's really pretty. The last of the prompts that I have not used yet is the wax paper. I've used everything else. So I'm going to start making a little pocket out of a piece of wax paper. I've done this before in a video years ago. I don't know if you guys might remember it, but I'm just going to fold a piece of wax paper into the shape of a little pocket or a bag. I'm going to make a tag to put inside it. All right, so I'm going to cut away some of this because we don't need a ton of it. First of all, I want to try to see if I can get this straightened out a little bit. Fairly straight, you know, better than it was, hopefully. And then the same with this too. It's kind of crooked from being torn out of the box. Let's see, I don't have to cut that whole length. I'm only going to have it be about that tall. Okay, I'm just going to cut it across here so that it kind of looks like the top of a bag. All right, here we go. Okay. It's a little crooked, but what else is new, right? Let's try to take a little bit off. Okay, that should be fine. All right, now I can trim up that one side that's a little too wide. Okay. All right. I'm also going to just fold it up a little, just a small bit on the bottom. So if you ever want a little glassine bag and you don't have one, you can use a piece of wax paper to do it. Okay. Now, I don't need these inside flaps here. So first of all, I'm going to angle this across the bottom just a little bit. And then I'm going to cut away these inside sections here on the ones on the two flaps. All we need is that one long one that goes across the bottom to close it up at the bottom edge. Otherwise, you've got a lot of bulky stuff under there that you don't really need. I'm going to put a little bit of double-sided tape or some kind of adhesive like that there, and then just same thing across the bottom and fold that up. So you know what, this might not stick because of the wax. Makes sense, so let's use some Fabri-Tac. Okay, so there's our little bag. I took a piece of cardstock and I glued a piece of, here's my little cardstock tag. And I glued a piece of this scrapbook paper to it. I was letting it dry over there. So I'm just going to trim that off. And that's going to be my tag to go inside this little pocket. I might need to trim that down just a little bit. Tag is a little too tall. There we go. That's better. All right, so now I'm going to also glue this little bag down. I'll put a little thumb notch in the front because it's going to be a little difficult to get things in and out of if I don't, I would imagine. See if this will fit. Might have to turn it this way. Okay. I just want a little bit of a cut there. Well, of course, not wanting to cut well because it's so slick being waxed paper, but you can finish it up right there. Okay, cute. All right, so I'm going to just put some of this along the edges, and we're going to hope that it stays put. I'm not going to put a lot in the center or anything because I don't want it to be real visible, the glue. There we go. There we go. Now I can hopefully get that in there. There we are. So cute. All right. I like that a lot. So I'm going to glue down my little leafy branch from the printable right onto the bag. I think that's so cute. So I'm also going to use from my printable for October. I'm going to use this little block that says cozy and this little piece that says autumn vibes. So we got cozy autumn vibes going on. Love it. And I took a button that I had in my stash, and I put a little piece of hemp thread in it, and I glued it to the back. And so I'm going to glue that right on top of this little piece here on in the open area there. And I'm also gonna take a piece of the long washi tape that was running up and down that left-hand side. I just cut a piece of it out. I think it looks so cool. And I'm going to put that across the bottom here. It just brings the color all around the page. I just really, really love it. So I'm going to put that there. I think I want to cut this little tag. I'm going to angle it to make it look more like a tag instead of like just a card. And I'm using my little tag angling piece that I made. It's just a little gift card that I cut some different size angles off of. All right, so now it's more of a regular tag shape. I think I want to put a little bit of ink around the edges so that it stands out a little bit better. Yeah, I think that will help. If not, I'll add some marker or something along the edge like I tend to do. And I thought it wouldn't hurt to do a little distressing on this one since it is kind of a fall related sort of a page. And this will just darken up the edge some. Okay. And I've got a little piece of like a burlap type ribbon. It's not really burlap, but it's made to look like burlap. I cut it into a rectangular shape and then I just kind of frayed it a little bit so that it looks kind of cute. And then I'm just going to fold it over and staple it in place. There you go. It's very cute. All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to do it for me for today. I really love how this looks. I love the fall colors. I love the way the whole background worked out. And I hope you guys have fun creating your page for this month. And as always, I look forward to seeing what you've done in the Mixed Media Morsels Facebook group. So make sure you post your pictures in there. You know, we all just get so inspired seeing how differently we all create using the same prompts. It's really fun. So take care, everybody, and we will see you again soon in the next video. Bye-bye.